Welcome to Today in Hip Hop. I am your host, Noah Jones. And before we get started, this is episode 31, by the way. And before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My socials are also in the bottom of the video, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Today we're going to talk about shadow banning and algorithms. I'm going to drop some gems on you, ladies and gentlemen. Shadow banning and algorithms. Now, for those of you that do not know, shadow banning is when your videos on YouTube or any other platform, Facebook, Instagram, they get buried so deeply to where you have to basically pay in order for your videos to be seen by your audience. So you may have, let's say you have 1,000 followers. Out of your 1,000 followers, maybe only 25 see your post. These social media platforms, what they're doing is, they're doing this to us on purpose because they want us to spend money on the ads. They want us to spend money on Facebook promotion, on Instagram promotion, in order for our posts to be seen by our potential audience. That's shadow banning. Also, they shadow ban you if you have a, like a dicey or a spicy content in your video. Something that's controversial. Sometimes they'll bury it so deep to where nobody sees it. And you don't get the likes, you don't get the views, you don't get anything. That's what shadow banning is. You know what I mean? The algorithm is basically the computer identifying your video as something that other people want to watch. So an interesting story. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez recently became an independent artist. He got off of his record label contract. And once he got off of his contract, he was no longer in leagues with the big machine, ladies and gentlemen. The machine being the record labels, the people behind the promotion, etc., etc. Because he was no longer part of the machine, they shadow banned his music. Now what we all understand is Tory Lanez is not a local artist. His music shouldn't be thrown in the same pot as the locals. He's a successful selling artist. When you go online, when he released his new album, you go online, you have to technically search for it. Where usually, if you go on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever the case may be, his new album and the artwork will be front and center, getting maximum visibility. See, these streaming services and the machine is against us as independent artists. They do not want artists like Tory Lanez or like myself, who's independent, to share the same opportunities and platforms as some of these major artists whose record labels are paying to get their stuff front and center. So what they do is they don't put your album in the front. You got to search for it. It's not there. It's not visible. And this has a huge impact and effect on a lot of our artists, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens is this. Say you like Tory Lanez's music, right? But you haven't really been keeping up on every single thing that he does, and he drops a surprise album. Now, you're unaware that he dropped a surprise album, right? But you're a fan of his music, so you like his music. You want to hear it. You go on Spotify just randomly checking to see what's new, but you don't see the Tory Lanez. So you have no idea that he dropped a new record. You have no idea. This is the complaint, ladies and gentlemen. They are not going to give us the same attention and the same love because we don't feed into the machine. They can't control us. They can't use us. So nowadays, because we can use these independent distribution companies to put our stuff in the same places as the major record labels are pretty much useless. So what happens is, because of situations like that, they shadow ban your music, and the algorithm doesn't pick it up, and the algorithm doesn't show that people like it. This is something where you guys as fans and just people in general can help out. Now, how do we as independent artists, break this cycle. Let me give you another example. You ever scroll through Facebook and you see somebody who puts something like, I'm better than Tupac. Check this song out, I'm better than Tupac. And then in the comments section, you have 150 different people taking shots at this guy, saying how garbage he is and how bad of an artist he is and how whack of a rapper he is. And this is somebody who you never pay attention to his page, but it's right there front and center on yours. And you're like, yo, I'm not even interested in this. How is this guy's stuff front and center on my page? What happens is the more you comment and the more you interact on a post, Facebook and these other algorithms assume that it's likable content. Let me repeat that. The more you like and comment on any one particular post, the algorithm believes that it's important content that people want to view. So what do? They force that content onto a bunch of other people. Now, think about this. If we could get artists and fans and everybody else to like and comment on our posts the same way they like and comment on an artist who says, hey, I'm better than Tupac, and we know his music is trash, they would put our music, the good music, front and center where more people can view it. This breaks the shadow ban, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you feed the algorithm. So by us telling you to like, subscribe, comment, it has way more power than you guys understand. If we have 1,000 followers and we could get 500 likes or 400 likes or 300 likes or 150 likes and 100 comments, even if you just put like a fire emoji or a 100 or the little arm thing that they do, praying hands, whatever you want, all those things tell the algorithm that this is an important post. And it will allow these unsigned, up-and-coming, independent artists such as myself to get discovered. Next time you're on Facebook, look at the posts that have the most likes. Look at the posts that have the most comments. It's always posts where people are engaging. They're going back and forth. So a lot of times people will say the most stupidest shit because they realize with a lot of engagement, whenever they post anything pertaining to anything else, you will see it. So if they do a whole bunch of posts regarding some fuck shit, when they post some serious shit, you will see it because the algorithm believes that this person that you've previously interacted with on a regular basis is important enough to show their content to you once again. This is very important. So if you support an artist, click like, drop a comment, and then share it. It costs you nothing. But one of these people who you know can change your life. You know, some of the people that I know have been liking and subscribing and commenting on my stuff for years. And it would make it even more amazing to where I could do something nice for these people because they helped elevate me to a different economic status. See, the people make the artists, not the other way around. Artists can't make it without the individuals, without the fans, without the following. So if you think that your like or your comment or you subscribing doesn't count, it does. It's actually the currency of our times right now. You know, when these bigger companies look at our social media, they look and see how much engagement we have. Our engagement equates to dollars for them. They look at it like, okay, this guy's popping. He has an audience. We can invest money in this guy. But when we make posts and it gets 3 and 5 likes, even though you guys have seen the post and read the post, but you don't click like, you're doing your favorite artist or just your artist or your homeboy or somebody you've known since childhood, you're doing them a disservice. And you are hurting their career instead of helping it. So in order to avoid the shadow banning, and in order to avoid not being seen and having to pay for you to see our content, you guys got to click like, you got to comment, you got to subscribe. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of artists like myself that would rather spend $1,000 on a music video so you guys can enjoy the videos instead of spending $1,000 on Instagram and Facebook promoting it to people who don't care about us. You know, as an artist, it's a crazy struggle. And they always say that the people that you know personally are the ones that are the hardest to impress. As artists, we get a lot more love from people that don't know us. Try promoting your songs to somebody out of the country. They'll show you amazing love. But somebody who you've grown up with, who's lived 3 doors down from you their entire life, won't even click like on your post. I'm not going to try to figure that out because I know what it is. I know what it is. But that's the gems that I'm dropping on you guys today. As artists, we are in this together. If you're a fan of music and you like music and you just generally want to see somebody succeed, you have to do these 3 things. And I don't mean just do it one time. It costs you nothing to do it every single time. You should be following these people for a reason, because you like their content. If you're not willing to like, comment, and subscribe to their stuff, unfollow them. Don't just sit there and be nosy. Unfriend them. Unfollow them. Because if we know that we can't count on you, we would rather you not even be there. We would rather have 1,000 real supporters than 10,000 fake-ass followers. The numbers mean nothing if there's no interaction. If there's no engagement, it means nothing. It just means that people are just too lazy to unfollow. That is our show for today. Today in Hip Hop, episode 31. Like, comment, subscribe, support your local artists. I'm your boy Noah Jones. Love y'all. Peace.